PAC and APLA combatant Kenny Motsamai has been released from the Boksburg Prison on parole after spending more than 27 years in prison. Motsamai has been in prison since his arrest and sentencing to life imprisonment for his part in an Azanian People's Liberation Army mission to rob a supermarket in Rustenburg in 1989. He and 3 others killed a traffic officer who witnessed the armed robbery. Motsamai had previously refused to be released, arguing that his parole conditions were unreasonable. But for more on this story, we crossed our reporter Tumolo Mchlaude, who's in Katlehong. Tumolo, very good afternoon to you. And as I understand, you're at the family home, and Motsamai has come out with some strong remarks. Tell us a bit about what he said and what happened earlier.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Natasha. And earlier, all about reconciliation and unity. This was the message that Kenny Motsamai delivered as he stepped out of the correctional facility for the first time in over 27 years. He said that he's been monitoring what's been happening from the various factional battles and divisions, which he says have weakened, I beg your pardon, the PAC. And he was saying that he wants to see a united PAC as the PAC goes out for the local government elections. He's not pleased at all with what is happening. And he spoke very frankly, speaking to the various leadership that were represented there, telling them in their faces that this is not the PAC that he fought for. Obviously, Motsamai at the time was part of the Azanian People's Liberation Army when he was arrested, and he was doing operations at the time, he says, to fund the APLA operations and to make sure that they try to destabilize fight with the apartheid regime, doing his part. And he says he hasn't languished in prison for over 27 years to see a weakened PAC. And his message was received very well by those who were around the prison correctional services facility. PAC supporters wearing the party regalia and singing very loudly. And it was also a very emotional reunion with his daughter, who joins me now, Pusi Makakula. Pusi, thank you very much for speaking to us. Firstly, tell us the feeling now, away from the politics. You have not seen your father in over 27 years, and to see him for the first time and know that he's out, to see him in a context where he is a free man out on parole.
I feel happy, and I still feel like the government betrayed us. He can't be spending 27 years while he was fighting for the freedom that we're celebrating now, because we're not yet Uhuru. That means we're not yet free. We don't have freedom yet.
Having said that, though, what was his first words to you? You know that you've been, as a family, supporting him, visiting him while he was incarcerated, fighting to try get this parole, try get his freedom. Do you feel that justice has been served?
It's not been served yet until they release him, that they want to give it to him.
And can you tell us a bit about what the family has been through while your father has been languishing behind bars?
We've been through a lot of things, because I was expecting that my father will be there for me while I was growing up, and my brother, and I'll have that thing that my father will tell me that I love you. And when it's Father's Day, we can't even celebrate the Father's Day with him because he's not even here, and we can't bring a cake to him, we can't cook for him because there's no food that is allowed in there.
And the family has also in the past raised some concerns about unfairness, other political prisoners who committed crimes, so to speak, in under the ambit of the fighting a political battle, being released on parole. And it seems that you felt that your father was being sidelined. What is your thoughts now?
The other political prisoners were released without the tracker. But why my father is being released with tracker? He's not a criminal because he was fighting for our freedom.
All right. Thank you very much for that. That was Pusima Kakula. She is the daughter of Mr. Motsamai, who for the first time in over 27 years will be allowed to be released on conditional parole. Part of the conditions, as you've heard Ms. Makakula saying, is that he will have to wear a tracker, an ankle bracelet tracker, a GPS tracker, which monitors his movements at all times. And we are also informed that he has a curfew by which he has to actually go back to the correctional facility every day after being released. But for now, at least, the family is jubilant, and his comrades from the PAC are also very, very happy. His comrades from the Azanian People's Liberation Army also there to show support and to welcome him, and to say that his words of unity for both the PAC and the factional battles that are happening in the party and weakening it to come to an end must be adhered to. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
All right, Tumole, thank you very much. Our reporter Tumole McLeody, live from Katlehong at the family home.